Hari Om. We will try and reflect on verse number 30 today. So, quick recap on what has Bhagwan said so far. This is a difficult chapter. I find it very difficult to assimilate this chapter. There are so many waves in which Bhagwan is sharing the message, but we will try. In verse number 26, Bhagwan has said, this whole samsara is born because of the union of kshetra and kshetragya, meaning the union of spirit and matter. Samsara is born. How can I get out of the samsara, Bhagavan? Differentiate kshetra from kshetragya. Know the differences between kshetra and kshetragya and know your true nature. That was the message of 26. So in 27, 28, and 29, Bhagwan is telling us how to perceive these differences. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu, in all beings, see that one Lord, that oneness in all beings. And then see the unchanging principle among the changing. Like Vivekji has shared, see unity in diversity, diversity in unity, unity in diversity. I had my notes on, but it misses me now. Anyways, so seeing that oneness, basically. And in yesterday's verse, Vivekji taught us, see that Prakriti alone acts. My true nature is the spirit. The spirit is the non-doer, the non-deserver. Then who acts? Prakriti alone is responsible for all actions. Matter alone engages in action. This was yesterday's message. So then from here now, then today's verse is answering the question, Bhagavan, I understand that there is kshetra and kshetragya. There is matter and there is spirit. I understand the differences. I understand that it is Prakriti alone that acts and there is the kshetragya which doesn't act. But Bhagavan, there is duality. There is this two-ness, otherness. And for that, Bhagavan answers with the next verse. So we will chant and then get into the next verse. Yada bhuta prithag bhavam ekasthamanupashyati tata eva cha vistaram brahma sampadyate tada. Here Bhagavan is saying, yada, when, bhuta pritag bhavam, in all the multiplicity of this bhuta, of this matter, when one can see that this entire multiplicity is ekastham anupashyati, is in that one spirit. It rests on, it abides in that one spirit. That is truly seeing. So what is Bhagavan saying here? He's saying, no, there is no two-ness, there is no otherness, there is no duality of spirit and matter. Spirit alone is. But the matter we experience, that is just an apparent existence. That is just a manifestation of the spirit. It rests in the spirit and it's an apparent manifestation of the spirit. So here the message is to dissolve the multiplicity in the oneness. like we would dissolve the snake in the rope, like we would dissolve the waves in the water, like we would dissolve the dream in the waker. So Bhagavan is saying there is no multiplicity, there is only one, and that is the spirit. How can one come to know this? Anupashyati. When Swamiji taught this in class, Swamiji had given us two meanings for Anupashyati. One is only by the teachings of the Shastra and the Guru can one come to this vision of oneness. It is not something that we can stumble upon. Anupashyati. Another meaning, Anurupena Pashyati, meaning as the teaching is given, when we are able to see it exactly as it is taught, meaning we grasp the essential message. That is how this oneness is perceived, as in seeing the relationship between the spirit and matter as one being the real substratum onto which this apparent matter is superimposed. Bhagavan, how can I see this vision? And Bhagavan says, this is possible because tata evacha vistaram. From that one spirit alone, this matter has come. The origin of this matter is that spirit. And we've been learning in the 10th verse of Vishnu Sahasranama also, right? These two names of Bhagavan connects me to this verse. Is yesterday, or a couple of days ago, Shankarji taught us Vishvareta. He alone is the seed of this universe. Bhagwan is the seed. The spirit is the seed. The Sat aspect of this entire Jagat is coming from the spirit or Bhagwan. And the next one, Prajabhavaha, he from whom all beings have originated. And Shankarji taught us the Chit principle also comes from this spirit alone. So he alone is the potential form of this entire Jagat, and he alone is the life principle that brings forth all these beings. So he alone is, in him all this manifests. And one who sees this, when we are able to see this, we are able to claim our true nature as that spirit, as that true absolute one nature. So that was my sharing on this verse. Really quickly, this verse, so recap, this quick verse integrates. It says, yes, we have now seen the difference between the spirit and the matter. And the next stage is to see there is no two things called spirit and matter. Spirit alone is, matter is apparently seen, and the jnana is to know that spirit alone is, kshetragya alone is, and I am that kshetragya. Like yesterday, Vivekji was sharing, my nature is not acting. My nature is to be. That alone is. Hari Om. I hope that was useful. Shifting from inspiration to application, what would you, please come up with one application that you think would be relevant for this verse. You come up with an application and share it on our Chinmaya Niagara page. We will end here. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari